Next, I'd like to introduce a younger lawyer, Sufyan Mikhail Putra Muhammad Kamil. So, Sufyan graduated from the University of Tasmania with a Bachelor of Law degree, and he was called to the bar in 2021. His experience in practice has been largely community-based, doing work in conveyancing, estate, family, and other litigation matters. He has recently resigned from the law firm he was in due to a policy that they had of him not taking part in politics, so he's in the midst of applying to register his own law firm. As far as involvement with the Workers' Party goes, he's been active since last year. He's regularly helped MP Faisal Manap in the Kaki Bukit ward of Aljunied GRC at the MPS. He's also been contributing to the policy team, doing research work for Parliament and assisting our MPs with their speeches. He's been active on the ground, particularly in the Punggol area.
So, hi everyone. My name is Sufyan, and I am 33 years old this year. I am a lawyer by training. I am married with one fur kid, and my wife and I are making plans to grow our family. I recently resigned, as Chair has mentioned, from my position as Associate Director of a community-based law firm due to its non-partisan policy in order to contest these elections. At this time, I fully intend to focus on my energies with the party's campaign in the elections. I joined the Workers' Party because I believe in its core mission to be a credible and rational alternative for Singaporeans, and I wish to contribute to that endeavor. I strongly believe in the value of having a balanced political system where no one party has an absolute monopoly on talent and ideas. I believe, particularly in this SG60 year, that it is time that we as a people be an active citizenry in charting the course of our nation for the next 60 years and beyond. In that spirit, I am stepping up in these elections because I believe that our collective endeavor to build a caring, just, and more equitable society is truly greater than the sum of our parts. Should I be fortunate enough to be elected to serve, I would certainly speak to the immediate concerns of the current times. In particular, the issue of affordability and cost of living pressures, which I would characterize as a crisis of a generation, is certainly a constant in the minds of everyday citizens. And amongst other things, I will champion for alternative revenue channels for the now increased GST to alleviate these pressures in this economic climate. While I was in legal practice, amongst other areas of law, I had dealt with multiple property issues and disputes. And I've seen how families can be torn apart over ownership to property and the right to keep or sell property, and many are afraid to lose these rights, as many are concerned that they will be unable to afford another home of their own in this market. I also observe that our housing policies more broadly, and in the current housing market, there is a major concern for many residents, especially when I was volunteering at the MPS sessions. Many of my generation face the challenge of entering the housing market as prices rise, while at the same time, many of my parents' generation face the impending burden of lease decay. I will champion, amongst other things, for alternative solutions with regard to varied BTO leases in an effort to enhance affordability for especially first-time buyers like myself entering the market. I believe our party has put forth several policy proposals on these issues, both in the last parliament and in our current manifesto. And I would certainly consider myself an advocate for those proposals, should I be fortunate to serve you in parliament. At my core, I believe that we as an alternative voice have a responsibility to speak truth to power and to play our role as the alternate bench in parliament actively, and to put forth viable policy positions in the spirit of alleviating these pressures from our fellow citizens. And please allow me to say a few words in Malay. Salam sejahtera semua. Nama saya Sufyan. Saya berumur 33 tahun dan sudah berumah tangga selama 3 tahun. Saya dilatih sebagai seorang peguam. Baru-baru ini, Saya telah meletakkan jawatan sebagai pengarah bersekutu di sebuah firma guaman untuk bertanding dalam pilihan raya ini. Pada masa ini, saya ingin memberi tumpuan sepenuhnya kepada kempen parti kita. Saya menyertai Parti Pekerja kerana saya percaya kepada misinya untuk menjadi sebuah parti politik alternatif yang kredibel dan rasional bagi rakyat Singapura. Saya percaya dengan adanya sistem politik yang seimbang di mana tiada satu parti pun mempunyai hak mutlak ke atas bakat dan idea. Khususnya untuk masyarakat Melayu Islam kita. Kita telah melihat bagaimana mempunyai suara alternatif di Parlimen telah memberi kesan kepada dasar awam kita untuk menyuarakan kebimbangan kita dan membangkitkan isu-isu yang penting kepada masyarakat kita. Antara lain, kenaikan kos sara hidup dan harga perumahan, hak untuk mengamalkan kewajipan agama kita di tempat kerja, dan pengukiran dasar kita dalam dunia yang penuh dengan ketegangan geopolitik. Sebagai seorang peguam dan juga sebagai sukarelawan di sesi bertemu rakyat, isu seperti ini sangat menonjol ketika saya berurusan dengan pelanggan-pelanggan saya yang kebanyakannya datang daripada masyarakat kita. Saya percaya bahawa adanya suara alternatif yang berkesan adalah kemajuan yang sihat bukan sahaja untuk masyarakat kita tetapi untuk demokrasi tanah air kita. Khususnya dalam tahun SG60 ini, sudah tiba masanya kita sebagai rakyat menjadi warga negara yang aktif dan melakarkan hala tuju negara kita untuk 60 tahun akan datang dan seterusnya. Saya juga percaya bahawa usaha kolektif kita untuk membina masyarakat yang prihatin, adil dan lebih saksama adalah usaha yang boleh kita lakukan sebagai rakyat Singapura. Terima kasih.